Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol TEVA. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I'll let you this time. Franklin does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis a few days ago, so that is where the green and red line annotations are coming from. But after today's price movement, definitely some updates here need to be done. First thing I'm going to do is just update, and this, or I should say, this update is based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. So right here at 9:30 was an area of support going into today, and it did actually act as support for a little while. But then the price drifted below it, and then this afternoon I really got, pushed back downwards. So that'll be one of the areas of resistance, but really the near-term level is going to be this former area of support right here at $9. Again, same rule. Levels of support, when they're broken, tend to act as resistance, and you can see 9 had acted as resistance back there on the 29th. But now that the price is below both those areas, they're both would be considered areas of resistance. So again, initial level of resistance at 9 and then up there at 9:30. You'll also want to keep an eye on the purple line right there, the 50-period moving average. However, I'm probably getting a little bit ahead of myself there talking about that level because first off, the price just needs to break above those areas of resistance at those points. As far as areas of support are concerned, nothing fancy, nothing complicated behind this other than the fact of the bleeding finally stopped today. Down at 870, so that's going to be the area of support for no other reason other than that, because I think this is maybe at all-time new lows. I suppose I don't know that for a fact, but I do know that it's at lows that have not been seen for a very, very long time. So the bloodshed continues. The bears remain in full control. But the interesting part with these setups from a trading perspective, that is they can produce some very nice bounces. I mean, that bounce right there from a percentage, standpoint, that was a very nice bounce right there. Now, of course, it was just a dead cat fake bounce, but that doesn't take away from the fact that overall, that was still a nice little bounce. So it's worth keeping an eye on these ones that really get beat up like this because you never know when a nice little bounce could happen. And, it did try to stabilize right here, so we'll see if maybe history can repeat itself and create some sort of bounce again. But worth keeping an eye on. But overall, there's no doubt about it from the big picture trend, the bears are and still remain in full control. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.